Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Server Play. This is Scoots42, and today I wanted to get started on upgrading our Draconic Orb. If I can remember, here it is, under Energy Storage, Energy Core Setup, and I believe I currently have a Tier 2, which is pretty cool. But for what is no apparent reason, I have decided that I want an even larger orb. So I think I'm going to go for a Tier 4 today. And what we're going to need are 54 Draconium blocks and 26 Redstone blocks. So I went ahead and beforehand I made sure to craft up enough Draconium. It took about 1,000 or so, give or take, to come up with 64 blocks there. And we're going to need 24 blocks of redstone. There we go. Let me double check that again. I think it said 54 blocks of Draconium. Yeah, 54 blocks of Draconium. There we go. Alright. So the way I have my power set up, I'm not terribly worried about disconnecting this at the moment, because basically all of my machines, my base and everything, they actually draw power from these advanced power cells, which as you can see for the main power, that's what I'm actually keeping track of for the main power, is this network multi-block of power cells. And we do have about 12 million, a little more than 12 million RF stored up. So I think we can take the hit long enough for the orb to be down. Looks like I need to reload my chunks here. There we go. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to right click on one of these guys and I'm going to deactivate it for now. And I want to tier this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of some of this stuff. Just the one here to begin with. Because I think if I right click on this guy, actually I think I may need to remove all of them. Or at least most of them anyway. Because I want to get to where it's going to tell me, it's going to show a guide here if I do this right. There we go. Now we're just going to knock these out real quick. And I think I'm also going to have to move these guys. That might be why he's not showing me. And, you know, maybe I didn't need to remove all of that stuff. But just in case, I want you guys to kind of see, since I unfortunately lost the episode where you actually saw me build all this stuff. Most of the crafting recipes are fairly self-explanatory. You know, most of you that are watching at this point should have a pretty good grasp on how to craft most of these items. Did I get all 4 of those? Yes. Okay. So I want to tier this up. Build guide active. There we go. So let's start at the tier 1. Build guide active, tier 1 energy core. Tier up to a tier 2. And this is showing me where I need to place all the blocks. Let's do a tier 3. You can see we need to place basically a 3 by 3 by 3. So let's see what we're doing for the tier 4. Ooh. What are those? Are those redstone blocks? I think those are redstone blocks. So let's get started with that. It looks like we need a 3x3 of redstone blocks. Cool. It is a little difficult to do this with that guide in the way, but honestly I feel like it's worth it because it helps me personally. If you guys don't need it, that's great, but me personally it kind of helps. I could have sworn that I brought out enough of those redstone blocks, but apparently I need 2 more. Not a big deal. There we go. And then these guys go on the outside, like so. Oops. So if I'm doing this right, then this tier 4 isn't going to be that bad. It always throws me off though because these colors are a little bit different. And that leads me to think I'm using the wrong block, but I'm pretty sure I'm using the correct block. At least I hope I am. Alright, and then the stabilizers, I believe, still need to be placed a block away. Nice. Not sure what's attacking me, but it's like my shields are holding, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Totally loving this wyvern armor. I wasn't sure initially if I wanted to go with the wyvern armor or just kind of hold out for the full-on Draconic. But I got to tell you, I'm pretty glad that I went for the wyvern. Just because the shield alone, I personally feel made it worth it. Alright, so I should hopefully be able to deactivate the guide and activate the orb, and oh goodness, that is nice. And now we're going to have a 9.88 billion storage capacity for RF. And my question now becomes, what does the power look like? Yeah, the extreme reactor has been triggered. The buffer is increasing. Nice. So everything is really working like I hoped. And if the main power starts to become affected, remember, I still have the deep resonance generator that is basically tied directly into the main power. So if main power starts to suffer, we do have a way to increase the main power at least. I mean, I'm really excited. I did not expect... Draconic Evolution is complicated, but it's also kind of simple. Those building guides really help. They really, really do. I would actually expect you to be sending a lot more power. Interesting. Huh. Well, I mean, I'm sure it is sending power. I mean, it definitely is. It's just not sending it anywhere near on the scale, because this is doing a few thousand RF a tick. Maybe 4 or 5. This thing is doing like 25,000. Right? Yeah, 25. And altogether, our dynamos are pretty awesome. But if I remember right, they're doing basically 840. Oh, that might be part of the problem. Looks like we might need to hop over to the nether and possibly... Let's take care of that. Let's hop over to the nether and see if we need to... that might be part of the problem. I honestly have no idea where my... I have no idea where my nether pump is. That is going to make for an interesting time. Wow. Okay. Mainly due to my computer crashing, I lost all of my waypoints, which kind of reminds me I should probably set a waypoint here. Be a better idea, unfortunately, is we may just need to go and do the pumping. I mean, I will go look for it. I just don't want to kind of look for it on camera. So I think in the meantime, let's see. I want an ender tank. What do I need? Cauldron? I really should just set these up to auto-craft as often as I use them. Let's see, and we're going to need some red. Get a little bit of rose red that way, I think. Might take it a second. So let's get ourselves another ranged pump here. Probably going to need a couple of iron pickaxes. And what are we doing in the way of buckets? And if anybody wondered why I had this nether tank it's sitting on top of a portable tank. That is exactly why, was in case my pump ran dry. At least I'd still have access to it. So now we should just be able to pop these on. Nice, new pump. Excellent. So let's get a couple other things, like a lever. Let's get some more of that immersive engineering piping. Take a few of those with us. And let's grab another wireless redstone guy. Oh, I don't have any stone burn. Am I making some? I might be making some. And let's check. Do I have any up here? Nice. Love it when that happens. So where did our stonework go? There it is. Just need one of those. Alright, I think we're almost ready to head back to the nether. I just hopefully have that rose red is done. There we go. 3 of those. And we should be able to get this guy set to red. Nice. And where did my... There it is. Well, that is going to be nice. That is a large amount of power. I mean, like a ridiculously large amount of power. So let's go and set ourselves up a new pump. I will find my old pump eventually. Man, I just cannot believe that I totally lost all my waypoints. I may actually start writing them down in the future, just in case something like this happens again. And let's go find ourselves a nice lava pool here. Man, I cannot believe. I mean, it would be crazy if I accidentally ran into my pump while I'm searching for a new for a place to put this one. That would be really cool. I have found that this particular, I don't know if it's just the spawn. Or if it's like, you know, something new in the nether, but it seems like the lava pools just aren't as big as I'm used to seeing in the nether. I mean, not really a problem. I just this will be the 3rd time I've ended up moving quote unquote the pump. Even though I had to build a new one, I'm still going to consider this as a move, because if I had not lost my waypoint, that's what I'd be doing. I would simply be at this point. I tell you what, if those gas, I've been debating whether or not I want to set up some kind of a gas spawn room, because I do want to be able to get the gas tiers. This area might not be the worst. In fact, let's do it. seems like a good place. Yeah, I think this might not be too bad of a place. Let's try it this. And that is nice. Doesn't matter if I go in the lava now thanks to the armor. Let's just try to set this up here, I think. Like, we may have a problem with that for a while, but you guys should be getting... Anybody? No? Oh, yeah, that's what's happening. They're getting it. Okay. So they are getting it. Might take a while for this to fix itself, basically. But that's why I've got these guys going. I think it's starting to kind of... Oh, you know what we didn't do? I mean, it kind of feels like that other pump might still be sort of working. We're going to have to pop back over there, though. Because I forgot to chunk load it. I mean, basically everything is still chunk loaded. The only thing that I really lost was my waypoints. So, you know, it might not be a bad idea. I might actually go back and watch some videos. All right, buddy. I think that'll be enough of that, thank you. Alright, so where did we put that pump? Is that it over there? It seems like I always forget something, don't I? That's alright. I'll just get over here and, look. Those gas, man. At least I don't have to be mortally terrified of them anymore, right? Hopefully I'll be able to get over here. Seems like I never really go the same way twice. Almost there. I love how at first it looks like your pathway to where you want to go in here is clear, and then, you know, of course, the background renders. There we are. Nice. So let's get you chunk loaded. There we go. So you're gonna fill up with lava at some point, hopefully. So I'm thinking it's empty because it's basically taking all that lava. I mean, it's trying. But you can see, I mean, it's definitely sucking up the lava. Let's charge Porter our way back home. I'm going to go take a little peek here at the Draconic orb. And we're at 749 million out of the billion. Oh my gosh. This is just nuts. I never suspected that I would ever be responsible for this much RF. This is just craziness. I mean, what are we at? 7% out of 9.88 billion? So between all of my power storage mediums, we're going to have something on the order of 10 billion RF, which is just really ridiculous. I mean, honestly, that there's what am I ever going to need 10 billion RF for? I don't know. There is one other thing we should go do, though, because I'm pretty sure that it is time to head to the deep dark and reorder a new quarry location. I've basically just been quarrying out large amounts of materials pretty close here to where I spawn in. Let's clear some of this stuff up. Oh, you know what I need to do is real quick, let's see if there's maybe a diamond. Are there diamonds anywhere? Man, that's a lot of lava. A lot of times I luck out, and what I need will just be here on the wall. Because the problem we're going to run into is I've started locking all of my ender chests so the other guys can have access to the, you know, whatever other colors they want. Got a bunch of diamonds in the grid. I was just hoping I wasn't going to have to run all the way back. Oh well. Let's run back and grab a diamond. You can tell, see how my latch here is diamondish colored? If I grab a diamond out of here, now we can head back. Anytime now. There we go. And we're back. There we are. Alright, so where's your latch? Alright, you can see that it's, you know, got that regular kind of goldish, almost copperish color to it. Now I'm going to right click it with the diamond. It does use the diamond. It takes a whole diamond. I know in previous versions you might have been able to use a diamond nugget or a chip, but in this it does take a whole diamond. And now that is basically locked to me. So the other guys, if they wanted to use blue, they absolutely can. But we're just going to take this out and select a new area. No big deal. Do I have my illuminating wand with me? Let's see. Where's my bag? There it is. Illuminating wand. There you And of course, there were diamonds right there. I just couldn't see them. Alright, so basically, since I've been mining this from the complete top to the bottom, all I need to do is, like come over here-ish. And what I like to do is have my wand at the ready. And I'm just going to basically kind of light up on my way over to here. For two reasons. One, I kind of like to see where I'm going, of course. But this also makes it really easy for me to make sure that I'm staying in the straight line. Like if I go a little ways, I just kind of look back. And it's real easy for me to tell where my straight line is. The only reason I care about a straight line, we don't have any plans right now for doing anything special here. I think that'll probably be good. Let's come over here and hit it up here. And that'll be our second spot. And that'll be a nice little area. It's kind of cool. I did not expect there to be trees in the deep dark for some reason. But just in case, we do want to, at some point, do something. I'm lost. Oh my goodness. Where am I, over here? And you can kind of see, I think that's pretty cool. You can see where my old stuff was. Are we over here? Or is this just a... No, not over here. I know I'm in one of these corners. I wish I could use that underwater. That would be nice. Oh, I'm betting it's over here. No? Interesting. Am I lost? Well, yeah, of course I'm lost. Am I hopelessly lost? Don't know. Oh, this is kind of starting to look familiar. Seriously? I mean, I know it's on one of these walls, right? I mean, because that would make sense. Is this... Oh, there I am. I thought I was still in the corner. I must have started building off the other way. So I think what I'm going to do real quick is maybe something like this. This way it'll be a little easier for me to tell in the future. Nice. I actually like how that's going to look. I think it's a little bright. To be, if I'm being perfectly honest here, it is kind of hurting my eyes a little bit. But I think it'll help me in the long run. There we go. That should make it pretty easy for me to spot this place. There we go. So we should just be able to pop you back in. We can charge porter our way home, even though right there. I do have a new ender chest, brown, and this is for the purposes of trading. I also, out front, have just a regular old iron chest. In fact, I still have some stuff in here. I just haven't gotten a chance to collect it all. But I am such a hoarder that my server mates sometimes like to engage in trades. Let's see. Let's turn on the builder and make sure that you are working now. Excellent. It looks as if it is. And let's do, before we go today, because unfortunately we are at the wrapping up point, I was hoping that we could get at least to 1 billion, and I think we have. So there is what I believe to be my first 1 billion stored RF, which is just fantastic. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode today. If you have, be sure to leave me a like and subscribe to the channel. If you guys ever have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those down below. Thanks for stopping by today, guys, and take care.